Make sure this leads the way. So from here, I'm going to keep contact on this carotid the whole time. At no time will I lose contact with the carotid. I put the hand here and I press across. Now, Israel will tell you it is so tight. There is no space whatsoever that I can actually get the tap, and in a real situation, you don't want to finish with one hand. But when we're just playing like this, you can actually get the tap with only one hand. Not even putting behind your head, nothing. Because there is absolutely no space. We want to remember chokes. Whatever the choke is, whether it's a rear naked choke, a guillotine, if it's a collar choke, it's about constriction. You take the neck, right? There's the neck, and you want to constrict so it constricts the blood vessels. Right? If I just go here, watch this. Now, I'm going to squeeze again. Nothing. Nothing. Right? I'm squeezing as hard as I can. Nothing. Okay, I'm going to put two in it. Israel's tough. Okay? You tell me, well, just tap when you have to tap, right? Nothing. Why? If he looks up, there's a space between the inside crook of my elbow and his trachea. That space means that I'm actually applying pressure behind his carotid. Okay? You can try this. Get somebody nearby. You don't even have to tell them you're going to do it. Just jump up behind them. But if you grab here and you have space, when you squeeze, you'll feel that the pressure is back here. You want the pressure on the carotid, which is running right next to the trachea. And if you think of what you're actually doing, like the constriction of the trachea or the carotids, it will help really make your choke more accurate. Because just like in striking, you might throw a big heavy blow, hit somebody on the top of the head, it doesn't do anything. If you hit even lighter, but you put it right on the button, you can knock somebody out. So the same thing here, chokes, you have to be accurate. It's not just getting in position and squeezing like this. It's being accurate with your placement and with your constriction, your mode of constriction. So when I go here, you get in, right? As you go across, I'm going to turn this here, and you would do it fast, right? But I keep the pressure on the carotid on the side, and I come in. And Israel will tell you, once it gets in place, if he looks up, there's no space in here whatsoever, which is why you can finish with one hand. Of course, we're not going to. We're going to try to finish with two hands, but this is extremely valuable. So this is what I do with beginners. Beginners, I just have them learn the choke like this. So from day one, they're used to having no space there instead of circling it and maybe giving that shot. So those are a few keys. Let me mention this too. It's just so important. The rear naked choke is the #1 fight finisher. When you finish, I remember when I first started, maybe you can move over just a touch for a second. Thank you. When I first started, I remember when I started jiu-jitsu, one of my first teachers used to say, yeah, put your elbows together. Okay, put your elbows together. Okay, right? And I didn't quite understand, and my choke was, lousy. I was horrible at jiu-jitsu. I should be hope for all of you because I was really bad. What it is, it's not, it's true, your elbows come together, but really what it is again, constriction. You want your wrist to go to the shoulder. That is the constriction. Wrist to shoulder. That is how whatever's in there is going to get constricted. It's not, like beginners often tense up and they move, but do you see that hole? See that little triangle there? Right? It didn't get any smaller. Didn't get any smaller at all. What I want to do is make sure I come over here. Wrist to shoulder. That's constriction. So when we have the other hand on, this one is actually pushing to make it stronger. That makes the constriction stronger. Also, I put the hand over so that it's hard for them to just pull that hand down, right? The third thing is this hand behind, you want to make sure that they don't just take it off. So if I'm behind Israel again, I'm like this, maybe just a touch. Thank you. If I go here, I might be working to get into the choke and he pulls this hand off. Yeah, like that. Okay, now I can't do the choke. So a couple things. One thing is if you get it behind, just rotate this way just a touch. Get behind here, I can clamp down with my chin right here. Okay, that's a good one. Only problem with this, as good as it is to keep the hand from coming off, sometimes some guys will be so strong, they'll still reach up, get a hold of that hand, and pull it right out from under your chin. The other thing, if he decides to poke you in the eye right here, right, like this, your eye's pretty close. So an easier one is just take this hand to hide it, so he can't pull it off, is instead of here, is just put it on your own trap. Let's rotate a little bit. Yeah, really good, a little bit more, thank you. So, from right here, I come across, and I put this hand over my trap. Now, when he goes up and takes it off, just a little